by the visionary. The vision of Piyush Pandit is to take education to students, and not students to education, for the betterment of society. He has just one dream: no child should be deprived of education. To fulfill the dream, he has worked 24/7, and the dream came into reality in the form of International Internship University. Through his concerted efforts, Piyush Pandit has made the education so facile through IIU, that the learner from any corner of the world, from any university or college, can avail it, as per their needs and comfort, at a very nominal rate. International Internship University is building a better and brighter future for all young learners, and is committed to providing quality, skill-based, affordable, accessible and location-independent education to all the young learners of the globe, by providing internship opportunities. International Internship University is metamorphosing the conventional education system, by cutting down the additional costs and providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to their e-learners. Across 195 countries and 6 continents, throughout the year with over 150 virtual offices around the world. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization, WEO, and International Accreditation Organization, IAO, and collaborated with all the world's top universities and educational institutions. Through the platform of MOOC, massive open online courses, with the aim of promoting internships and making modern education easy, accessible and affordable. IIU provides honorary degree, master's degree, graduate degree, certificate and diploma courses, professional education, customized programs, free courses, sustainable development goals courses, non-academic courses, blockchain technology learning lab and many more. The entire curriculum of the IIU is skill-based on the ethos of high academics, with the help of MOOC technology. Our country directors are constantly bonding with the corporate sector worldwide, whether it's MNCs or international job providers. This is done not only to benefit the students of that particular country, but also to benefit the schools or colleges which are affiliated to us. All the students and colleges will be given the support like online training, virtual knowledge exchange, internship opportunities worldwide, placement assistance. IIU is committed to providing stress-free education, with internship and entrepreneurship opportunities, without any financial burden on the learners and their family members. International Internship University, after its inception in Australia, India has become the main hub of its operations. Mr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder and COO of IIU, India, and chairman of Swarna Bharat Parivar, Piyush Pandit concocted the world's first internship university, the International Internship University. The world's first virtual university that emplaces internships as preeminent precedents. Piyush Pandit had a dream to provide idea of free education to learners across the world from the year 2017. After 2 years of continuous hard work and efforts, the research about the establishment of International Internship University has been completed in the year 2019. In 2020, IIU received the Certificate of Grant Innovation Patent, Australia under the Patent Act 1990. Innovation Patent Certification from WIPO Proof, ISO Certified 9001, 2005 and IAO accredited. International Internship University is duly registered in 2021 by Certificate, Section 60. Further, IIU has been registered in India and USA. International Internship University has formed various councils to address specific issues faced by students, youths, women, and in the field of education. International Student Development Council. Objective of this council is the essence of the International Student Development Council. International Youth Development Council is formed with the objective of improving the lives of children and adolescents by meeting their basic physical, developmental, and social needs and by helping them to build the competencies needed to become successful adults. IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council recognizes the incredible skills possessed by a woman, respects their self-worth, and intertwines it with entrepreneurial skills to give a woman the power to create magic, magniloquence, and money with her skill sets. IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council is giving an opportunity to every woman on this globe to witness the uncultivated talents within her, to be the successful women entrepreneur. International Council for Educators recognizes the contribution of educators all over the world in the field of education, and encourages them to be a part of it and to change the lives of many more by imparting quality education and spreading knowledge worldwide. IIU is for everyone. Whatever you covet to be, whatever you crave to do, whatever you yearn to study, without any financial stress.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the respected dignitaries of IIU. Distinguished our speaker, Christina Schaller, honorable participants, and all the loving audience present here from all around the globe. I, Miss Nada Ratkovic, Country Director, Croatia, and IIU board member, welcome you all to the last 5 days of our amazing workshop, Product Design, by the International Internship University, the first global virtual university who is offering a quality, accessible, location-independent, and skill-based education around in all areas. We go through this whole days. And today I also want to say that it is my honor to introduce the team of IIU, the strong support of IIU, who are all working consistently to achieve the vision and mission of IIU. How works by bringing the new era of education all over the globe and the inspiration every day in every moment of IIU Sri Dandi Swamiji Maharaj, his blessings and guidance in every endeavor of IIU are stimulating. Thanks to our trustees of IIU, Dr. Roshni Lal, Miss Anju Pandit. Thanks to our visionary co-founder and CEO of IIU, Mr. Piyush Pandit, the man behind the success of IIU. Co-founders, others of IIU, Mr. Steven from Australia, Dr. Alisa White from USA, Ms. Mona Angia from Indonesia. Our board members of IIU, Ms. Corina Sujda, Vice Chancellor of IIU, Ms. Nada Ratkovic, me, Croatia, Ms. Elmina Opram, Country Director, Romania, Mr. Laftanta Yuda Pamugas, Country Director, Indonesia, Dr. Prachi Gaur, Country Director, India, and President, Human Resources and Training, IIU, Dr. Snikta Kadam, President, Academs Global and IIU Research Center, India, our great IIU Advisory Council, Dr. Pratibha Mishra, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Parin Somani, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shah, Dr. T.P. Shahi Kumar, all from India. Our Professor Dr. Chaplain General Aboria Ushla Charles, Continent Hand Africa IIU, Country Director Nigeria. I also must tell here our great Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Dipshika Patak. And what a pleasure to introduce the team of IIU. Yes, you all need to be curious. Why are we here today? And why IIU? Why IIU? IIU is the change. IIU brings the change, and IIU is the revolution. Now I want to present our professor, mechanical engineer, Professor Kristina Škaler, education ambassador from Croatia. Our Kristina is making an amazing workshop 4 days. 4 days, a workshop on the topic product design. Today is the last day. Today is the topic presentation. We need to present what is making through these days. Is the product finished? How the product looks? Are the sketches made? If the sketches are not made, how the product can be made? Christina, dear Christina, the IIU stage is yours. Welcome.
Thank you all. Thank you, you, Nada. Thank you, organization. Thank you, all participants who are working. And we will finish today our work in subject of product design. Thank you, Antonio. You are with all these days. Thank you. You are, I think, working with us. We are start going like this. Share screen, sound. And we start now. Yes. My presentation is here. I'm in another city on one conference, and I will spend few hours with you now. Okay, 5 days of product design is about presentation. We'll present what we are doing through these 8 hours and some hours at home with yourself, research, explore, put together all information to the product. And for the beginning, our mission of these 8 hours, and today it's 2, it's how to, from your draw, making something, anything. They can be some gift for your friends, and think about the specific target and specific needs about that consumer about your products. That is the similar when you make the gifts for your friends. You don't buy just random gifts and give you, hello Nada, this is for you. You don't like it. This chocolate is for you. No. Specific needs have my friend Nada, and for her I will make something special, and that is product design, the similar thing. And because of that, we will see how its presentation work on faculty.
This one, and this one, as you will see later on.
Sorry.
I tried implementing the design on my principal structures and tried to get a better grasp of what.
Wait a minute.
And I decided.
Wait a minute. Just like this. Okay. No. Okay. We will watch how the students make that
machine design proposal to our house.
No, sorry.
Hello, we are Group 9. We consist of Lydia, Christian, and Frederik. The overall theme of this project is household appliances, and we have chosen to work within capsule coffee machines. Our design challenge is to come up with a capsule coffee machine design proposal to a household appliance manufacturer who does not yet produce a capsule coffee machine. Our shared persona is a Scandinavian in the age from 20 to 50 years old. Our persona prefers a classic and quality design. The persona is also looking for a design statement and is therefore also willing to pay the premium for that. The coffee machine should be an alternative to filter, instant, or a French press coffee. Furthermore, it should fit into an kitchen environment, a modern one. The mood board is trying to communicate this persona. It's a modern household with a busy everyday life, and as one can see, the household pays great attention to their interior design and overall image. The household prioritizes the convenience a capsule coffee machine brings along. Further, we identified the features a capsule coffee machine must have, such as inlet for a capsule, water tank, power source, spill tray, and a simple interface, which are all marked in bold. And around we see some additional features a capsule coffee machine might have. And now a presentation of our individual projects. Lydia will present first, afterwards Christian, and lastly Frederick.
Final and individual presentation is concerning a capsule coffee machine by Ayede. As illustrated in this slide, the concept development process starts with clarifying the project scope, including the before mentioned persona and my brand choice, Ayede. Ayede are designers of a number of practical household appliances in several collections, such as Centrica, Vintage, and Party Time. I have chosen to make a design that fits Ayede Vintage Kitchen collections. Example from this collection can be seen in this middle picture. The style is characterized by the feminine form language and 60s expression, coming from these rounded edges and streamlined organic curvatures. Still, the products have a compact design language, which is giving them a robust expression. The style is easy to recognize for these bright beige, green, and blue pastel colors with a creamy white baseline, as it can be seen from the other products of the catalog. The material used is primarily hard plastic with a steel look and a shining finish, where some smaller parts are of aluminium or glass. Summed up, this makes the focus and desired result a holistic approach to design with an experience that fits into the collection of Ayede Vintage. To specify what I mean with holistic is that I will not necessarily be using this exact interface, or instead I will be focusing on the overall design to fit into Ayede Vintage. With this defined scope, I began exploring the solution space through brainstorming and sketching. The shown drawings shows the selection of these, since they contain my personal favorites that I have chosen to work on. The highlighted or starred forms are explored further into a concept catalog. This time, the shapes were drawn into concepts, including placement of the essential means to the required functions, such as room for capsules, on and off bottom, water tank, spill tray, not to forget the space for the required functions. Once again, my personal favorites were further detailed by rendering. The renderings were made to fit the form language of Ayede, with the rounded edges and the green pastel color known from Ayede Vintage catalog. This led to the final concept selection. The concept is chosen on behalf of the atypical placement of the cup, making it stand out from competing products. A coffee maker is most often placed in a corner or at least against a wall, and according to Dan Norman's book, The Design of Everyday Things, on page 6, the problem with the design of most engineers is that they are too logical. We have to accept human behavior the way it is, not the way we would wish it to be. In other words, the design tries to accommodate the actual use of the coffee maker standing against a wall instead of designing from a technical aspect. Furthermore, the compact look fit with the robust expression of Ayede Vintage. This concept design strives for a straightforward script that matches the persona's fast and busy daily life. In other words, a quick and easy indication of functions so that the capsule coffee machine is easy to use, clean, and has good affordance. This is also supported by Dan Norman, who says, anytime you see signs or labels added to a device, it is an indication of bad design. A simple look should not require instructions. The detailing phase is where the concept is coming to life. The identified materials, colors, and form language from the portfolio of Ayede are used in the detailing of the concept design. This all together make it fits the form language of Ayede. The dimensions were made based on a large to-go cup. This is used since a to-go cup is suitable for shared personas' hectic on-the-go lifestyle. Likewise, the dimensions for the handle on the water tank were measured to fit the size of a hand. This relatively large space left for is to fit the black box components as a pump, heating element, and sensors. These black box components are roughly illustrated here. The capsule pop-up mechanism, heating element, pump, and then the placement of the sensors, if there's a capsule and if there's water, or also if the water tray is full. Lastly, I made a physical model currently standing behind me. The model is primarily made out of cardboard. It was a challenge to make the handle on the water tank, but I saw it as a beneficial aspect to unfold to test the spaciousness of this handle, as it was earlier mentioned. The model helped to get a real-life impression, which I could integrate with. This likewise allowed me to get some outside feedback, which was mainly positive, why I'm happy about my result. And I think that it has great potential to be added to Ayede's vintage product.
My design project is a capsule coffee machine designed from the Italian espresso machine brand Nespresso. The design space is here summed up in the sense of two different mood boards showing the home and lifestyle. Overall, for these two mood boards, convenience and style is what actually sums them up. The lifestyle here is targeted towards a person who works quite a lot and also travels a lot. So the coffee is an accessory, but it's also something that has to be able to be taken on the go and doesn't take up too much work to be made. The home shows typically a newly built area. It's an apartment. It's something that doesn't take up too much work for the person, but it also shows a lot of designer furnitures, and it is something that has been thought about when they chose to decorate your home. What makes a great and nice coffee machine is something that I chose to start the project from. I came up with a list of having a project or product which is easy to clean. It needs the association from the original Lamasoko, which is an industrial design. It needs to have the solid materials which that they are known for. Wood and steel is their typical materials, and the rigid design and quality is something that is being associated with these higher class coffee machines. And then by the end, there's also this thing that I added, which is a satisfying user experience. This is being added up since that the original espresso machines comes with these nice handles, which weighs quite a lot and can feel great in the hand. The ideation phase is here summed up in the sense of my sketches. These sketches shows different kinds of form, handle, water tank placement, and brewing style. Lamasoko comes with a very traditional form language, which has been trying to be adopted into these sketches and kind of making new designs and takes on. The handle adds a very important feature to the machine since that it adds some kind of satisfying experience for the user when they chose to brew the coffee on the machine. The brewing style here is actually a kind of a result from the handle, since that the brewing style can either be from a capsule traditional garage where you put in the capsule, or I came up with the idea of having a traditional espresso handle where you put in the capsule and then hook it up, and afterwards it would have been pressed a hole into it. To kind of sum up all the experiences from the ideation phase, I chose to create a mock-up model, which gave me some learnings. it learned me that having a front accessed machine is extremely important, since that it adds up the convenience to the product and you don't have to move it out from the wall. It also helped to place the water tank, since that having it on the back is not very convenient, and that thing needs to be placed either on the side or the top. The final three concepts shows these thoughts in the sense of having either a water tank placed on the top with a traditional espresso handle, or you have in the upper right corner a handle that actually be pulled down, and then we're still using a traditional espresso handle. And in the upper left corner, you will see that there's a traditionally looking espresso machine having the water tank on the side as well, which goes on as well for the upper right corner. The final selected concept is shown here in the sense of a machine which can stand up against the rear wall on a kitchen counter and take up as little space as possible in the width of the kitchen counter instead of in the depth of a kitchen counter. So it actually allows the user to work in front of the machine. But this design, after I consulted some other groups and persons about it, I actually came to the conclusion that the design were too beefy and that the water tank is quite big, so it will result in having old water laying around. This resulted in another final design, which is a more longer model, but yet it's still more sleek in design. This model's purpose is meant to work in the way that it will stand up against the rear wall, and it will take up as little space as possible in the depth of the kitchen counter, and allows the user to actually work in front of the coffee machine. It has the traditional espresso style brewing style with a capsule into the handle, and then its only interface is a single button on the front of the machine. The water tank on the side is meant to actually be easy accessed and has a wooden top to it. Up in the upper left corner, you will be able to see a traditional espresso machine's internal parts having been drawn into this Lamasoko coffee capsule machine. This shows that there is actually a feasible design to be done here. Overall, the final design is shown here. I chose to model it in the sense of a physical model, which allows to illustrate the importance of materials and the weight of a good handle. Here you will see that there is the contrast from the wood to the dark wood, which adds contrast, of course, to the light aluminium. And then there is the sleek and simple interface. The splash plate on the back gives the model the originally Lamasoko form language, and of course protects any rear wall from coffee stains. The drip tray has the original pattern, which is adapted from Lamasoko and that they are known for. Overall, the design meets the listed persona by giving the possibility of owning a stylish and traditional looking espresso machine with the practicality of a capsule machine. The sleek surface allows for easy cleaning, and the splash plate protects from any coffee stains. This concept is for the person who prefers convenience, but likes the design and association a traditional espresso machine comes with.
Hello, my name is Frederik. My design challenge is regarding the conventional Moccamaster machine, as we all know, redesigning it as an espresso coffee machine. First of all, I want to quickly introduce you to my design brief. First of all, this Moccamaster machine redesign should be able to substitute the regular one. It's permanently placed on the kitchen countertop. Function-wise, it should be easy to operate, practical and familiar to the user group. It should be able to serve multiple cups with ease, just like a regular Moccamaster does. Design-wise, it should look like a Moccamaster. It should be simple, compact, and have this iconic 60s design. I started off my design process with trying some different design possibilities, some different structures, some overall layouts, but I quickly found out by looking at these didn't look remotely like a Moccamaster machine. So this wasn't the way to do it. I opted to figure out what really made up the Moccamaster. Even when comparing it to close competitors, one can see the principal structure is pretty much the same, but the Moccamaster is still very recognizable. They almost all use the same design and materials. So I knew I had to figure out what really defined the Moccamaster and stick with that. By further inspecting the Moccamaster, I tried to locate what the most iconic parts or recognizable parts of it was, and it came down to the bottom construction, the tower and water tank, and the filter compartment. Based on those findings, I tried some different principal structures that would fall within the Mocha-Master structure and overall design. From here, I tried to develop a new design language for this redesign. So I did 8 different designs and did some drawing and trying to find out what would be the most fitting. And I ended up with a combination of this one, and this one, as you will see later on. I tried implementing the design on my principal structures and tried to get a better grasp of what concept I should go with. And I decided upon the most complex one, the one in the right lower corner, because it reminds the most of a regular Mocha-Master machine, and I found some ways to implement some functionality into these compartments, especially the bottom compartment and the filter compartment, as you will see in a minute. By inspecting a regular Nespresso coffee machine, I mapped all the essential features and what it could do in order to get a grasp of what my coffee machine should be able to do. But the most valuable lesson I learned here is that the capsule is supposed to be located right before the outlet, in very close proximity to the outlet. Then I went on to mapping these features onto my Mocha-Master machine. This includes a removable water tank, a removable spill tray, and because the spill tray doesn't have to be that large, I could fit a drawer for capsule storage. We have this filter compartment, which is now used for capsule insertion and then using the handle to crack the capsule, and furthermore it's removable to throw out the used capsule. Then I went on to do some more specific considerations. For instance, I tried to consider how should this filter compartment be used, where should the interface be located, where would the optimal placement be, how should the user remove the drawers and the water tank and use the filter compartment, as you will see in a minute, what is the most optimal way to interact with the machine. So based on my principal structure, my chosen design language, and my integration of the functionality, I was able to do a first Cad Mock-Up in Solidworks. And furthermore, I used cardboard to make it in real life, just to check clearances and get a feel of how big would this machine be and so on. On this picture, you can see the features and the functionality implemented into my design. As I talked about, a removable water tank, which is almost a must, a drawer for capsules, removable drip tray can be removed if one wants to fit a thermal mug underneath. This filter compartment, which will be used for Nespresso capsules, more on that in a minute, and a one-button interface, which can be operated from both sides of the machine. It both turns it on and brews a cup of coffee. A closer look at some of the features. What I really want to focus on here is the Nespresso filter compartment. The user can put in a Nespresso capsule, crack it with the handle, and press brew. Afterwards, the user can rotate the button in order to get a new free spot for a new Nespresso capsule and do the same thing again up to 4 times. A technical look at the model. Things I really want to highlight is, first of all, the water tank has a capacity of 4 medium cups. It's about 2.8 times smaller than the original Mocha-Master in volume. It has clearance for most common coffee mugs, and there's room for the pump and heater in the tower, and perhaps if more room is needed, the drawer can be removed or deleted. Finally, I did a rendering in a kitchen environment. This is not true to scale, it's a bit upscaled because it becomes more visible. This design in regards to the design brief, I think we have accomplished it being able to substitute a conventional Mocha-Master in some cases. It's easy to operate, practical and familiar to the user group. It is able to serve 4 cups of coffee in a row very quickly and efficiently. Design-wise, it reminds one of the original Mocha-Master, I believe. It's both simple, compact, and carries this iconic 60s design. So I think, in conclusion, I think it manages to fulfill the design brief.
I want to show this 4 presentation that was PowerPoint presentation, and pitch.
Well, let me tell you a little story about why we wrote this paper. It started with...
Wait a minute.
You've connected those things in interesting ways such that new insights...
Because of that, you, after all research, after your warm-up, after your CAD drawing, after your material, searching how you made, you must prepare for your consumer or your buyer presentation with PowerPoint presentation with pitch. And today I will show you in the short way, we have only 2 hours, how we made all this. In presentation, I prepared something. Yes, here. What is next? Choose environmentally friendly materials that can be upcycled. That is our task for this product. Consider what techniques and technology a nomadic influencer can do while traveling. And in my mood board, I was developed idea that my laptop table, it will be for person is a woman, digital nomad. And I research all this information on internet and market analysis. You see the information are in presentation. You see the environment where they use. You see the material, what material young designer use, and you must explain why that material you use. And you see what device, other device, multifunctional, what is other function you add to your product, how it's be more benefits for our consumer. Because of that, you research the profile of your consumer. Wait a minute. The profile of your consumer. And you research what they need, specific needs when they're traveling and when they are out, etc. And you give the answer for all that. And you have some sketches and you prepare in parts your prototype or your model. What is the prototype? Prototype you can use immediately. Prototype have every real function and you can use immediately. But the model is something from paper, cardboard, or something like this, and you just see what is the size, what is the function, and you tell, yes, I like this model, you can make the prototype. And that is the difference. And product design and industrial design can choose what they want. What is the quality of presentation? What is the consumer? Is this a very, very high expectation consumer or buyer? And you must prepare much better, etc. And next, where is my, okay. Yes, here you can see the final product when my daughter take idea, and after me, she developed the prototype and she developed some sketching here, but I use some sketching from internet. She prepared everything she needs for assembling her upcycling laptop table. She prepared 2 cardboards, 2 soft toys. She prepares some other small devices here, gadget, etc. And she gluing and assembling all this stuff together to make something like this. Here is the mirror for women, because we always make the hair, something, the makeup or something to control, are we okay, young women especially. And this is the not hanger, this is the connection. This tape here is the connection. Here is the fixing for wait a minute, cups. That is the holder for cups or flower. You will see when it is used. And she made in 3 hours. Next. That is the development of our product design. And today we must prepare presentation. We have inspired mood board. What the color made, maybe sunshine, maybe some warm color like this dark red or maybe brown, something black, maybe something orange. And that will be in nature use, my user or consumer, it will be at the nature, maybe somewhere in the beach with native people connection, not high gloss or something high extra material. My consumer, my buyer, it will be connecting with nature, and I want all material and everything. I want to connect with all that material of my products. And here maybe put some flowers. Girl loves flowers. Girl wants to have flowers near them. And because of that, you see, here is the pots with flowers, some succulents. And this is the ladder, this is the lights here, mirror, power bank, etc. She connecting everything. You see the natural cork. You see the natural material of cork, and that is very nice on when you work. That is not anti-static material. That is very user-friendly material. And this soft toys is something childish. The young girl is very joy, have it full of joy. They have very lots of adrenaline, lots of childish inside for playing, etc. And that is that toy here. Because of that, we recycle that soft toy. And she prepared first part how to fix much better the ladder. She put that string around this ladder, and it will be easy open and close here. Here she just glue that soft toy here on that cork base plate, and she gluing the ladder, the soft toys, and after that she fixed everything to connecting and opening that ladder. Okay, here she gluing the power bank down under the plate of cork here, and she made everything connecting together with one digital tablet, yes, digital device. And you see in three different you can see three different moments when user use. Here you see the girl wants to make makeup and some very spa moment, maybe drink tea, flower lights. Maybe she reads some poem or some other stuff for relax. And here she work with a graphic table. She designs something, or she can read the book here. And that is three moments in my woman digital nomad life when she used that upcycling laptop table. And that is prepared 13 years old. I will thank you all 27 participants who made everything, and they are very motivated, and they made a lot of beautiful sentences before we start all this workshop. And I prepare for this participant wakelet, but nobody makes anything inside. And here I will show of my students what they made, but they don't make the pitch, they only made presentation. I will repeat one more time. Vision without action is just a dream. Action without vision is just a pastime. Vision and action, and I can change the world. Passive participation in the workshop doesn't bring the change. And I will show you my Wakelet collection. That is a space, my Wakelet space of my students, of them, I think 60. And I will search few of them. I will not show all 60. You see, we have lots of them. I will show you maybe you will see lots of them are here. Where? Yes, it will be more. And now I will show you maybe this one. It will be random. It's no problem. What my students put in their Wakelet. They put, you see, market research. They have mind board for upcycling mobile table. What is the prices here? Size, material, users is here, and here is some drawing. And I think more there. Wait a minute. Where is the mood board? I will search. Here is the mind map. Here is the mood board. Yes. Where it can be used, it's car, it's a gas station, what he will use near that mobile laptop table, something like this. And you see the drawing, three different models, and the function he drew that is not good enough, and three color for the our consumer, which won't prefer. And here he missed the right drawing, but he made the same table. Oh no, that is no, that is the wrong. This guy mixed the old documentation here. He made in presentation mood board, mind map, drawing, CAD drawing, operation list for what the operation he must make to assembling. That is important for manufacturing, and I think he didn't make for finish. And I will search much more better, my students. Wait a minute. Here. You will see lots of them, they made something wrong. This was amazing. He made something amazing. My Matteo makes something like this. I will open, you see operation list is here, drawing is here, and this is much better. Yes, we can see here mood board for upcycling table. Okay, I don't know why is this advice here, but the color is here, winter, etc. That is the mood board for his moments when they start developed. This is the research of the market. You can see the design, analyze design here. You see three different models is here, and he made the new one Ford, and three colors, red wood, golden wood, graphite, made as models. And he made, I don't know where is the presentation. Yes, here is the presentation. Here's the CAD design. I think here is the CAD design of that laptop table. You see front view, top view, backside view, and 3D model connecting here. And wait a minute. Here is the presentation of his work. That was last, I think that in Wednesday I showed. This is the mood board. This is the analyze of market research in mind map. Here is the analyze of design, drawing like CAD, similar CAD design. Here is the CAD design. Here is the operation list, and here is the how he made that upcycling table. Here is the phase here is the function, what function you have. You can put like this, like storage here on the left side, that is the storage of your laptop, and you can use all these parts more. You can put the glass, you can put mobile devices, and you can see how it's connecting and how can you use that table with laptop. Amazing, developed in 3 days. And you can see much more model. Sorry, we will search more. Okay, we can see this one. You see all this, you see here, a very good operation list from first plate, what's happening and how he produced his work. Here is the analyze of design. Here is the second part of analyzing design. Here is the research the market and the mood board, natural color, green and PDF. I think here is the Cad Design. Yes, here is the Cad Design with no dimensions, but you can see everything is here. And we will see his PowerPoint presentation. Here's up. Yes. Laptop upside. Here you can see this work is the model, that is not a prototype, that is only model, and you will see that is mood board. Here is the mind map, research.
Christina, you stopped the screen sharing.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Maybe something. No, I didn't stop. No, something happens. Okay. Sorry. I will go from the beginning. Okay. I didn't make stop. Something happened with net. Okay, here is another model. That is the model you see here with cardboard and the tape made, and you will see all just the function, what he prepared. And if a consumer will be satisfied, he will make the real project as a prototype. And that is all correct. You can make the model or you can make some final product. And that is in product design, the similar, that is okay for consumer. We have mood board here. We have research the market here. We have analyze design, the first part. We have analyze design, second part. And we have three CAD model from Cad Design. That is technical documentation. Here is the technological documentation. Operation list is technological documentation, and that is most important for manufacturing. How will somebody produce that stuff? And product designer must prepare for manufacturing. How will some guy near machine knows what you want as to produce? And here is the step-by-step how to produce that table. Here you see the final steps how to produce, and here is that table. We cannot see clearly what is the here stuff, but that is the pencil, color pencil here gluing for not moving your parts on the table. That is fixing your parts on that plate up. And this is his presentation. I will show more. I'll show maybe because they are mixed. Yes, here look, a village is the. I will show you how they plagiated, but here's original here in this map collection is original. You see, this is the original round table for our designer here. Here is the mood board. Here is the mood board. Maybe use with the chair, maybe on a table, small table in the car, maybe use near the pool. That is his mood board. Is the mind map market research. Here's his analyze design, you see, and you will be surprised how it's beautiful. Here is analyze design of second part of analyze, and here is the operation list. Here is Cad Design, and we can see in PowerPoint presentation here. You see, on the first page of presentation, he prepared that laptop table, but everything up is the movable. That is some holder for your cups, but inside here in the middle is the for boys who smoke the cigarettes. That is some for device for that. And you see under is the lights decoration, and from wood you see the mood board, you see the mind map, analyze design, Cad design, etc. And that's its amazing realization of my boy. But that all boys have 16 years. 16, they're all 16 years old, and that was amazing because I don't know, I can see where my other, but I think that will enough. Where is my other? Wait a minute, refresh. I have 60 of them. Okay, 60. Where is all 60? Yes, maybe here on. Wait a minute. I'm so shocked. Where is the others? Why Wakelet doesn't show everything? Okay. Here, I prepare yours, IIU, IIU. I have only Ermina. First day she made inside her drawing, for warm up here. You see her drawing from first day, and that is all we have. I'm not sure what Nada made. Here, Nada put nothing. Okay, never mind. And I will show maybe more. You will see now how many members are 61 and collection is 71. They double lots of them. Yeah. Let me see this because I don't know. This guy was online and he made everything at home. This is the mood board. This is the mind map, operation list, analyze design. Here is the second analyze design. Cad is here. We are going on presentation. Upcycle mobile laptop desk. You see the mood board, the mind map, analyze design. Where is the final product he didn't make? Like you, he didn't make like my participant in this workshop. Maybe we have much more better results. Yes. Oh, you must see this. This is excellent. It was first day. He made at the first. I will just go to presentation, just a minute. You see, he made everything, but he changed the you see. Tony Industry, that his name of his product. You see the final product here, mood board, mind map, analysis of design, Cad design, operation list. And you see on the front here, he made the hole for cooling your laptop. He made hangs here, hanger. You can bring like this, like real tray. And here is for your bottle or your pencil. Here is some, you can put small stuff inside. Very, very, and the legs can go, they are movable. You can storage the legs. This one, I like it very much because they are very inventional, innovator, like small innovator in that time. You can connecting the product design and innovation here. Maybe, yes, this is the same. This is the very nice wood making, wood, yes, you will see. I think that is PowerPoint. Yes, you see, he's made everything by wood, but you see the nice legs and the nice open hole for cooling your laptop. Here is the border. That stuff doesn't go from the table. Here is the hole for the glass. Here is the hole for your some usual stuff from office tools. Yes, he made mood board. You see the color. He think about the color. You see the color of that upcycling table, and you see what color he used here. Amazing. And market research is here. You can start with your students, with your pupils, something like this, and you see the analyze design. It's here, and somewhere is his design here. You see this one. This is the first, and he made handling here, etc. And Cad Design is fail, but operationally is good. I think it's very good. My students is boys, all are the boys, 60 of them, and they made beautiful work for the first time. That is their first time product design. We calling here industrial design because we made technological documentation. Technology, yes, Marco. Wait a minute, maybe this one is nice because all of them have a very, very nice products here. Wait, I think that is, yes, presentation. Mood board, mind map, analyze design, first, second, CAD, operation list, you see here with computer make, not with handwriting. And he didn't put how it works. Okay, I will show it. I will go with my presentation, what I made for you, not too long, but I want to show creative thinking is not a talent. It's a skill that can be learned. Creativity as a skill requires practice and can be increased by learning. Practice, practice, practice. Always make something, not waiting. Uncreative behavior is learned. Knowledge, collect different knowledge. How we're collecting everything? Collect different knowledge, different skills using all 5 senses. Thinking, think deeply and globally. Incubation, relax and do something that has nothing to do with the task. Eureka! Wow, I have 3 moments and that works in our workshop this week. Nada make me first Eureka the woman. It will be woman upcycle table. And I have a lot of developed design. A moment of inspiration, solution found, develop turning idea into useful and practical solution for application. And that was the mission of this workshop. What is the process of product design? You have some tasks here. You have mood board, you have research market, you made some analyze design, you have you developed your design in CAD, and you must make consumer canvas proposition that you research what they need, what is job of their consumer problems, and what you give for that consumer. During the all days of the webinar, it is recommended that we are boring, tedious parts of the lecture to start painting the network. We give the brain a rest and entertain it. We reduce the fear and error and external control. We open the internal self to new possibility. We increase attention and concentration. We change the colors, pressures, field size, and motivate ourselves to finish what we start. That was the first day when we coloring the squares in the grid or the net, when we made horizontal and vertical lines, when we warm up our hands, we warm our brain, and we can develop some new idea that is growing our potential. After their own research, reflection, and design, according to the rules of design of professional, we use our own sources of information that we have collected and stored in a folder on the Wakelet. We copy and make presentation that should be no shorter than 10 slides or no longer 3 minutes, then 15 slides. And that my students make, I show you. We have a lots of mood boards, mind map on computer, making design on the paper, making some research market on the paper. I can show by step here how my students make on English for one other project, toast multifunctional toast hanging on the wall. And this is the task. Why is that task explaining? Problem with usual, that is our key problem. Solution, mood board, how it works, customer profile, toast multi as a brand, what you give extra value with that product, assembling, 3 color options that is rendering here, and for back side how it's no, that is front view. And sorry, we will look to presentation, that is this presentation, and we will look 6, I think that I show you to all of you 6 presentation of my students of 60, and you will see more suggestion. What is the pitch? What is the pitch? After presentation, after you make PowerPoint presentation, you must prepare a pitch during the 3-minute, maximum 3 minutes, no longer, because if it's longer, it's boring. You lose the sentence, you lost the final point, what you want to present. And here is one more presentation, short.
And that was our last direction.
Great. Wow. Thank you guys very, very much. I think that there's a lot for us to be able to pour through here. You guys definitely pulled a lot of things together just for this.
With the pitch process, I think it's very important to obviously listen to the client's needs. So a week ago, we had a creative kickoff call where they gave us a creative brief. We asked questions. I asked a lot of deep questions, just clarifying what it is that they need exactly. What are some of the applications, who they're going to be showing this to, and what are some of their current challenges. So those are things that we establish in the first kickoff call. So that's very important when you guys are pitching or showing creative ideas, is that you give context. If it doesn't feel like you're creating ideas that are going to be valuable or useful to the client, then they're going to reject those things immediately. But if you frame it in a way where it says, I heard you, here's how it addresses your challenges and goals, then it's much better received and a lot easier for you to walk through. This is a way for me to check in, make sure we're still headed in the right direction, and also to make them feel like they are contributing and collaborating in the process. If they feel like they have no hand in generating the ideas, then they'll feel like this is completely foreign to them and they won't feel attached to anything. For me, I like to work up until the last minute, not because I'm procrastinating, but just because sometimes the time crunch and the pressure, at least for me, is where I generate the most interesting ideas. So for this particular project, I was working up until 5 minutes before we showed them the work. And I was still painting frames, I was still writing some stuff, I'm still trying to challenge my team to get a few last minute things in there and squeeze out as much as we can. It only took an hour to put together, but it took a whole week of thinking. And sometimes some of these ideas, you set yourself up at the beginning trying to understand what the challenge is. And sometimes it takes a while. It just goes into your subconscious brain. Sometimes it takes a while you're processing other things before something unique surfaces from there, where the dots finally connect. And sometimes it just takes your brain some time to process that. So that's why I end up working till the very last minute on these things. I feel like there's some people in the room or other people that do these pitches where they need that external validation. Like they need the client to gush. And I know that some people are just not like that. And I personally don't need that. Like they don't need to be falling over themselves for me to know that we as a team, our thoughts, that we did a good job. So I don't need that. Some people still really need external validation when it comes to pitching and their creative work. For me, it's very objective. Here's what you said you needed to get done. Here's how we solved it. And here it is. Here's the idea. So I don't need the emotional, oh my gosh, it's amazing, for me to know that we did a good job, because it's all right there on paper. It's facts, man. It's objective. It's not subjective. I'm very confident, and I have to be, with these things. It's just like, if you go in feeling like you're not the best, if you go in feeling like, I don't know, like if you're not confident in your own work, people could hear that. People can hear the desperation. People can hear that in your voice and your tone and how you present stuff. But if you go in feeling confident, it's like, man, you're just already winning.
That is the suggestion. How you, wait a minute, yes, here. Okay, how you prepare that speech, and don't think about too much. Just pay attention to your consumer. That is most important stuff. Most important point, how you get to your client. That is very, very important. Where is my, yes, here, my presentation. The next one video is this.
A critical success factor in our work is how much confidence we can gain from stakeholders. So that could be those developers, product managers, peers, executives. The key to this is really presenting ideas in an articulated, tangible format. UX stories help tremendously when we're presenting UX ideas because they transcend all of that expertise and bias. They enable everyone to understand the common goal. Create a story around your UX idea next time you present it. Help your audience understand and empathize with the user. Start by setting the stage. Just like any good movie, give background. Who is your user? What are they trying to accomplish? Focus on those user tasks, goals, expectations. And then, just like that movie, we're going to build tension. What is the current problem they're solving? What is that as-is scenario? Where are they experiencing the pain and frustration? What effects does their pain have? And that's when we present our solution. You want to show your idea in as tangible a way as possible. Wireframes, prototype, any kind of visual mock-up that really help our audience understand. We want to highlight the positive change that this new solution is going to bring our user. And then this fourth step is key. You want to conclude by identifying questions and obstacles in implementation. Answer their questions before they can even ask them. Aside from your user now having a solution, what human need has it solved? What intangible has your user gained? Tie in those insights gained from research. If you can predict the specific reasons for possible apprehension, try by addressing them by using a forced ranking or prioritization. It may even be helpful to share other avenues you pursued and why those options didn't stack up to the one you showed. This story can even become a tangible artifact that can be distributed or referred to even if you aren't there. That means your presentation deck should stand on its own. A favorite tactic of mine is to actually show that user story right alongside those wireframes, and then the audience can read them in tandem. Presenting ideas is ultimately about just knowing your audience and how to engage them. Be sure you consider their awareness about the context of your work. Finding a way to present your idea can help facilitate conversation around implementation rather than approval, which is what we want.
Yes, and you see how you must be in the way what the consumer wants and what you give them in your presentation and in your product. That is important. You speak, you prepare presentation, but you must make solution for their needs, and you must speak about their needs and how you making a better solution and extra value for them, and that is pointing in the heart, and consumer will be like this, and they will pay more if you pick right needs and right the task from that consumer. I just always move that our video.
Hey friend, today I want to talk a little bit about how to present your work in a design interview. Now I've done a whole video series about getting a
for
new job.
design interview, something different, but not too good in this subject in this moment. We will stay here near how we will pitch or presentation. Yes. Repeat.
Industrial design is the difference between an engineered solution and a really beautiful, robust product experience. We convert an idea into something memorable and important for the end product's user. We start off with research into who that user is. We want to know where they live, what their habits and behaviors are, what makes them frustrated, what gets them excited. All of these things influence our design decisions. The ideation process is about producing a huge quantity of ideas and sketches of ways to solve a problem. We're exploring function, style, use cases, manufacturing processes, ways to either show or sometimes hide how a complicated system works. We combine the best of what we've come up with into more refined concepts that'll eventually make their way into digital modeling. Our team uses cutting-edge 3D software to create detailed models of product geometry and surface aesthetics. It's a blend of mechanical design, electronic integration, sculpture, interface design, and manufacturability. Prototyping a product is critical to testing and understanding what's working and what needs further exploration. We use traditional techniques native to carpentry, metalworking, and even sewing, alongside high-tech processes like CNC machining and 3D printing. We've built our prototyping shop to do whatever it takes to move from a concept into a tangible prototype really quickly. Sometimes we've got an idea in our head and a test part in our hand within an hour, which is huge for our creative team to be able to validate their thinking and either make adjustments or run with it. Designing the product itself is obviously very important, but there's another idea we call the product's ecosystem that's equally as important. If you've ever saved really cool packaging or rewound a really great commercial, you've experienced the power of that ecosystem. These are the other things that make the product great. They have more to do with the experience of learning about it, going to a store to buy it, shopping for it online. They relate to opening it for the first time and what that means to you, how it makes you feel about the purchase. It's also got a lot to do with owning it over a long period of time, and even what it means for how you throw it away when you're done. Every step of that process is a designed experience. We're Lout Design, and we create products and brands people love.
Before you are going to the consumer, you must take everything, your passion, your knowledge, your skills, you must take it together and present you and your product for that consumer. All that time you spend with research, market, visualization, users, how do they use your product, and what is the feeling, what is the emotion, and that put your in presentation and the pitch and go to the consumer. Everything, the small stuff are consumer must feel in your pitch. Your passion and your confidence, he must feel. That is important. That is important for presentation and consumer, because I'm so excited when they bring the prototype and they explore me presentation, how they made that. What is the task? Wait a minute. Next one. see here.
I believe life is connected. I believe people are connected to their social and physical environment, and I believe mankind is connected to the planet. But our society has lost touch of this connection. We've built a society that thinks in straight lines, right? We buy things, we use things, we throw them out, period. We have companies that try to achieve maximum growth, maximum profit, maximum efficiency. And nature works slightly differently, right? In nature, when you use something and you throw it out, it rots and it becomes a source of new life. It's a cyclical process. In nature, there's a dynamic balance of species that are intricately connected to each other. So I believe our future is based on an integration of these two worlds, integrating that industrial society with its natural roots. So after I graduated from university, I started making shoes, as you do. But they weren't just any shoes. They were the world's first, biodegradable shoes that bloom. They were shoes that you could wear just like any other shoes, and once they were worn down, you could plant them in the ground. And the seeds that we put inside the tongue of the shoes could grow into a beautiful bouquet of wildflowers. And of course, the shoes would decompose into the earth. It was based on a notion I had in university that products can be more than just perform a function and look a certain way. They can offer us a new perspective on how we see the world, and they can connect us to a bigger reality. Now, that goes into how we experience products. And to explain a little bit how that works, I'm going to do a little quiz with you. Now, you don't have to raise your hands or call out any answers, just play along in your head and we'll see where we end up. I'm going to show you 3 axes. The question is, which is the best axe for cutting wood when you look at these 3? Chances are that you probably took the first one. This is how we experience the first dimension of product design. Utilitarian function. What does the product do? How does it do it? How well does it do it? Is it comfortable? Is it durable? Etc. Second question. If you have to divide these 3 words between the axes, which one would you say is aggressive compared to the other ones? And which one is modest? I'll give you a little bit of time to make up your mind here. If you're anything like my friends, you said something like this, right? First one's modest, second is elegant, third one looks a little aggressive. This is how we experience the emotional attitude of a product. It's how a product strikes us when we see it. It can be sportive, it can even be arrogant, it can be tough, it can be cute. That was the second dimension of product design. Third question, imagine the person that would own this axe. I can already see the images racing in your head, but I'm going to help you a little bit. Which one goes with which axe, right? I put it down like this. Is that what you had in mind, more or less? I see a lot of people nodding. That was good. First one, regular axeman, cutting his wood. Second person, or the creative type, let's say. And the third one might not have, cutting wood in his mind at the moment. This is the third dimension of product experience, and it's the cultural style of a product. It's basically the style that we identify with. You know, a British aristocrat will have a different style than a breakdancer from New York. So when products connect with us on all 3 levels, that's when it hits us in the sweet spot, and we identify with that product. And when we buy it, it becomes an extension of our identity to the world around us. But to say that the products are really meaningful, they have a purpose, no, you need something else, right? So I believe there's one more dimension of product experience that we need to consider. And it's fundamental to creating these meaningful products with a purpose. It's based on the work of a psychologist in the 1960s called Claire Graves. You can look him up. And in relation to product design, I call it the belief system of a product. Now, to explain how that one works, go back to the axes. Which sentence fits which axe the best? Which axe fits the idea that life is about power and conquest? Which axe is more about hard work and dedication? And finally, which axe sees or the maker of the axe or the buyer of the axe sees life as being about self-expression. Making this easy on you. Anything like you thought? See, that's the way we see the world. The belief system is basically how you see the world. And that is the basis for the purpose of your actions. So if you see life as a competition and you want to win it, you're going to spend a lot of your time doing things to try to beat the competition, right? So when we go to the axes and we imagine the people making those axes, we can imagine what purpose they might have making these axes. So I ventured a guess and said, well, if life is about power and conquest, chances are you're making that axe to help your tribe conquer some other tribe. If life is about hard work and dedication, maybe you're making this axe to sell it and provide for your family, send your kids to school. And if life is about self-expression, well, maybe you're helping young artists express themselves by having them make these axes. Now, chances are one or two of these belief systems are things that you might identify with. I doubt you identify with all three of them. And chances are as well that one or two of these purposes might be something that you could empathize with. You might want to even support them. And that's the key to making a product meaningful. Meaningful products are based on a belief system we can identify with, and they serve a purpose that we can empathize with. So if you look at our little circles of the product experience dimensions, I put in this fourth one. And there's still the sweet spot in the middle, obviously, where if a product aligns with our ideas of the function, the attitude, the style, and the belief system, we will want to have it. But it becomes meaningful. We want to support the people making this product. So the belief system is really the core behind all the activities and all the design decisions that you make as a product designer. If we look at the dominant system in Western society, as I said in the beginning, we're all about maximizing growth, maximizing profit, efficiency. And we can see that in the products that we find in the stores when we go to shop. But most products are cheaply made. They're not great quality. We don't use them very long. They're not easy to repair, so we throw them out, buy new stuff. They're usually made with toxic materials, unhealthy ingredients, by people that don't get paid what they should be paid, not in the circumstances that they need to survive well. Now, is that a system that we can identify with? Is that a purpose that we believe in? No. We're already seeing a growing attention for sustainable products, because subconsciously we're already starting to make our choices based on this belief system as well. And I think by being aware consciously of how a belief system affects all the decisions that a company makes, it allows us to make these choices more consciously and show to these companies that it's worth their while to change their ways. Sustainability implies a belief system that values a dynamic balance and a symbiotic relationship between people and their environment. And that was the whole idea of these shoes I was making. By adding to the function based on the belief system, we added this function of biodegradability, of these seeds that grow into flowers. And this way we could connect people to their natural environment, make people part of the natural cycle of life. It added the bonus that natural materials turn out to be really nice for your feet. It's a great feeling. It affected the style and the attitude, because we were working with these natural materials, putting them into a very linear geometric design, created a unique attitude for an urban creative lifestyle. But it affected our decisions in terms of supply chain and other things as well. We chose to make them in Europe, keep the line short, be able to secure that people got paid what they needed to pay in the right circumstances. We sourced all of our materials in Europe. And even the people making the shoes said, hey, we really like you guys, because otherwise we make shoes with glues inside and we're inhaling these vapors the whole day. We go home stoned. And our shoes were made without glue. It's a much better experience for them. So it's our choice what products we buy. And by making that choice, we force companies to make this change. And when companies are aware of how the belief system is at the core of all their activities, they can evaluate all those activities. They can look at who are the owners, whether they're private or public, what are their purposes? What do they see life what do they see as the goal of life? How do we treat our employees? Is it a competitive system, a cooperative system? How do we award them? How do we approach our customers? How do we relate to them? How do we treat our partners in the supply chain? And finally, how do we treat the planet? Now, as a company, that's a daunting thing to do, right? If you have to shift gears like that it's an enormous change to make. But you can do that one little step at a time. And once you make that commitment and you communicate that to people, you create a purpose for your company, a purpose that customers like us can empathize with, a purpose that connects us to the shared environment that we have with the companies, and a purpose that we want to support. So we're going to come back and buy those products. We're going to tell our friends more actively what we think of these products. And that's, I think, how we change the system. So if we talk about sustainability, I think we have to start at the root, which is the belief system. And then the first question to ask is, what is life about for you? Thank you.
In this video, you can connect the value of the consumer and what the designer developed for them. And if you miss that you're not prepared for designing product design for the 21st century for the users, and you will lose the race in this area in this time, because you must understand your consumer. You must prepare different access for different consumer. Because of that, it's most important that second day, research the market, make the profile card, make that canvas value proposition. And if you miss this, you will miss the way to point that consumers' special needs. And we will go further. I will more skill come product design. We here in our product design, we developed your graphomotoric skills, develop your visual representation of drawings, introduce to the problem situation. It gives short steps on how to analyze a problem. That is important. In these 4 days, now 5 days, you see what is the step. If you just go into drawing and prototyping, you will lose the meaning of that product, and that is important. Please pay attention to graphomotorics, to warm up your brain, connecting the colors and coloring the small piece I didn't make here. I make fractal drawing when I now on conference. I draw all the time with color, and my brain connecting everything, and I have 3 new connections and 3 new projects with that connection, and that is made on this last 4 hours when I draw something with colors. That is our growing our inner potential and developing our skills for make product, make manufacturing, produce something for consumer, and consumer will be loyal to your product. And that is extra value. If you think of special needs and you will make something for sustainable, connecting the needs and sustainable, that is loyalty. And because of that, we made it opens to creative solution to problem. Yes, present research and design, that is today task, enable person growth of inner potential. All these days you can grow your inner potential, but must start practice. This only watching doesn't make change. Only watching doesn't make your designer. Please activate it yourself, make that stuff, and who will say to you that is good. In this workshop, the meaning of that workshop is making all day small parts, making something research, and in Friday putting together, get presentation, and we can exchange the our meaning, our products, and because in that conversation, when we learn from each other, we developed new idea, deeper. We are going deeper, and because of that, that is only lecture 5 days, not workshop. I'm not lying for you. if you invest effort and will, and that missed in this workshop. For warming up, graphomotoric skill to our hand through squares and Serpinski fractal grids to fractal mini drawings, mood collage, 2D and 3D drawings, mental market maps, user profile cards, value circle and square, presentation of idea development with material selection and production method, to create a design presentation, a variety of tools to encourage your own creativity. Learn for 21st century problem-solving approach for Industry 4.0 and respect sustainable development goals. And that was the meaning of my mission in this workshop. And I'm sad because I have no other side here who exchange the mind and exchange the words and change idea from other side. We can make it online, it's no problem. But if it's not real and effort from you, that is not that is only lecture. And here for last one, I want to I have 20 minutes. I will show you how I can make for my daughter. Maybe I will be in the shoe of my daughter and I will make presentation for you just here, that you see it's easy to make something. Here is the title. Title can be, wait a minute. I see, maybe here. Yes. When I explain you how she made that table, upcycle table, I have ideas saved upon the world. Upcycle. I'll put her name and my inside. Okay, the next one, I'll put the text, the task. I'll put the task. Wait a minute, I will search where is the task, where tasks are. And no, that was on, I think, maybe. Other. Product design file. I search where in what presentation I put the task. Maybe it's here. I'm not sure. Maybe down. I search the task. No, I must go to the disk. Yes. I think in design 2. Here. I think here task. I want to show how you make presentation. That is present. You can make in presentation everywhere in the world, but where is the task? Yes, I think it's here. Yes. I will call that one need of consumers. Yes. Here. Control C. Here. I create for you now presentation. Sorry. Some picture maybe. That was your task, to connecting your all work from these days and make the presentation. Now I will make for myself and making something as final product. But I show you yesterday that she made, and I have the picture, the need of consumer. What is the style? We will make the mood board here. And I will put I have here. This is the style of my woman digital nomad style. And what is my market research? Market was here. Yes. I will not put everything here, but I will just want to put this one picture. If you remember, when I find the price and the models on the internet, and I will cut everything. Just I want to say, this is the model on internet when you buy, and you can buy from this price, but our have extra value because it's upcycling table. And we connecting with precious plastic. I will put that in our presentation because that is very important for extra value. What my consumer can be proud and be in the sustainable goals, if you understand the meaning. Okay. It's okay. I can find this. Okay. This is on the market. And we will put picture about, sorry, I'll go to internet and find precious plastic, because we will make the reclam and the future connection for future people. But as future consumer of that movements in the world, and we are the promoter of their what they working. Yes, and we want to show that they will produce something for us. That is our extra value. Yes. That is their logo, and we will be promoters of their work. And we will, as a product designer, we will connecting with them, and we will produce with them that upcycling table. And that is our mission, to be everywhere in the world. That is our extra value, and that is so important. We have the woman around the globe, and we will connecting, make smaller waste of plastic and make new upcycling table. Amazing, amazing idea. And we will make that is the style. Yes, that is our style. Something, sorry. Yeah, it's just plastic. That is our wait a minute, partner. I will put partners here. Maybe we can put their video of their presentation. I think that is here. That is here. Now how to not learn. Oof. Right. Maybe better. Maybe it's not important. If you want, you can put your invitation for partners. Yes. We are going further. We made, yes, the design. What is design? Wait a minute, what's up? She share me. Yes, here's the picture. Sorry. Let's cut that picture. She made, my daughter made something like this. She's very fast. Here is design. And here we will make okay, we have a closer look. Yes, I made one more. I think the detailing, no, just prototype. We will put here, and we will put a lot of our prototyping inside from here. And now we'll finish our presentation for our girl Wait a minute, where I can find some handsome users. Wait a minute. 3, maybe in the 2. Yes, I think in 2. I can find, yes, something like this. Control C. Yes. And my presentation is here. That was your task for today. I was prepared everything that you have time for making presentation from your work. And thank you for here. I'll put some thank you. Maybe connection from here. Save the Panda world. Why save the panda world? Because the soft toy are pandas, and the panda is the one way of the thinking how to save the panda, your safe life on the globe, and that is one point of sustainable movements. And because of that, it's very funny, some funny affirmation how we bring joy and the some fun and joy for our extra value, and that is connection why she called that. Wait a minute, please. Yes, okay, my presentation is finished. I will put presentation, and I want to show this. This is our task today, to make presentation from your last work for your consumer. What are you developing for them? And our product is in part Save the Panda World, upcycle laptop table for young woman digital nomad, Lara and Christina Schaller, product designers team. What is our consumer? Our consumer is the young nomads, influencers. They travel a lot, work and create in unusual spaces, conditions, environmentally conscious. Use environmentally friendly and recycled materials, protect the environment using alternative renewable energy sources, portably eco upcycle laptop table. We add 5 new functions. Upcycle laptop table for young woman, digital nomad, where we see that digital woman in the mountain, on the beach. They traveling a lot, they have insurance, they singing, they dancing, they hiking, they swimming, they paragliding. They make influence for other young women, and they love the nature, some beautiful flower drop on the table. And we have market research. This is some laptop table, but you must buy and you must be next the shop. Maybe you don't have the fixed address, the durable address, and you can't earn that shipping to their address, and you can make by yourself. You can connect the movements, precious plastic. They have lots of fialas on the globe, on the earth, and they can make the plate for our table. We connected them, and they will develop the plate for our table. Our table is like this. You see the 2 plates here, connection with the tape here. Around is the LED lights. This is in the first developed design, it's cork or cardboard, but with precious plastic we will made from recycled plastic. We have hidden ladder. They can develop the ladder for us. We have holder for cups here. They have that. And we have LED switch here. We have power bank here. On the back side, we didn't made, but on the back side, we have solar panel. We have some plants here and cushion pillow from soft toy panda. And because of that, our product may save the panda world. What we need, 2 plates, mirror, pandas, soft toy, plants, ladder, hanger for cups, LED, the lights. And you see the collection and assembling prototype. And now we'll see how it uses our woman digital nomad. She traveled with bike and she have that. And when she turned that laptop table, please, can you notice when she turned that, she had pillow for some sleep. That is amazing idea, which I made just in this moment. I didn't notice before. If she turned that table, she has pillow for some beauty sleep. And you see here, she has makeup table. From now she have digital tablet table for drawing, for some developed idea. Here is for reading. That is multifunctional table. Thank you for your attention. For upcycle laptop table for young woman digital nomad. Lara Cristina Schaller, product designer team. Thank you for your time and thank you for participation in this workshop product design. I'm finished for these 5 days in 10 hours. I think that you learned something. Thank you for participating and thank you for seeing all this stuff. And this is our task today. Say hello. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you there, Christina. Wonderful. Wonderful workshop. What to say?
On the time.
No problem. You are just on the time. Don't worry. I want to say a few words more before about this before we finish. Yes, this workshop has the aims. And if we want to talk about curriculum, about this and about making a product, producing, manufacturing, sketching, designing, all phases, what we see from you. What is the conclusion? Yes, it is really sad that that our participants don't make that task, but I can say develop graphomotor skills. Yes, we shared. Where are my Christina? I was also lazy, but here are my pictures. So don't worry. I will make that. I make that, but always not enough time. What we develop also, what you said, graphomotor skills, a visual representation of drawings, introduce the problem situations. We go through all the situations, but that was not a problem to your little girl of 13 years. Gives steps how to analyze a problem, because if we want to make this nomad girl, first we need to see what are we solving with this laptop for this girl. Creativity, what is one of the mains, like creativity, solutions to solve the problem. So you present all what you research and what you design. Also It enables personal growth of the potentials. What was the aim? Our potentials. And as you said, if you invest in effort, you have, if you invest effort, you will want and will. This is the learning of 21st century. This is the problem-solving approaches for the industry. Yesterday, we see what was happening at the first industry revolution, second revolution, third, and now for the industry of the fourth revolution. In every phase, we see that you respect Sustainable Development Goals, Goal 17. We learn, we see what digital tools are you using, and the positions, the looks of your technical drawings, 2D, 3D drawings. We see mental maps, cards, circles, squares, the fractals, what you make, squares, all that is for achieving and brushing our skills, and that is for that graphomotor skills. I don't want to talk a lot about this more, but everyone who was watching on the Facebook, who was here participating, I think that get new skills, new, not a little knowledge, a lot of knowledge, because in this 10 hours is presented idea development, material selection, production method, creating a design and presentation, all phases of this workshop of the product design. So thank you from the deep of my heart. Thank you from International Internship University. When you see in the chat, I ask people to write to ask you some questions, but everyone is writing great, great, great. What to say? Yes, here today, amazing, really for me, a unique workshop. And thank you, and it is really a privilege to have you. And I hope, because you have more skills, many skills that you will make for not immediately, but through this year, also one great workshop, because you are great in the fast reading, in the fast writing. You have many skills. So I hope that you will join us again and make that workshop again. And then if people don't participate, you will not make a workshop. So thank you, Christina. Thank you, International Internship University. Thank you, our visionary, Mr. Piyush Pandit, for this opportunity, for this platform. And what to say at the end, we are soon coming with the new events. I must tell today, from the early morning, this morning, we start in IIU with a workshop from Dr. Siham El Kafafi from New Zealand. She was having a workshop identifying the role of theory in research. In the same time as this workshop is, it is going an event, a project, Open Your Heart. At IIU at Philippines, we are also having a conference, 3 days, Values of Education. So what to say? IIU has making everything for the education, for the better education, for the bright future, and for our youth. And that is the mission, and that is the vision of IIU. I want to I want to finish this with a short video, little short video, because we know that IIU launched a new TV. Christina, please say that you will again be with us. Promise me before the end. I want you for DAF. I said fast reading, fast writing. Christina is an expert and have many skills. So did you promise us today that you will join us with new ideas and new workshops?
Okay, please find 5 participants who will active participate. Please, from first day,
Yes.
each day, I want a conversation just like you now with me. I want 2 hours conversation. Please, I need active participant. If you promise this, if you make with 5, I will make workshop. It's no problem.
Okay.
We will try. We will try. We will definitely try. Yes.
I say Gulshan, I see Gulshan, I see Antonio, Adele, and Nada. That is 4. I need just 1 more. Please, but
you get many more, ma'am.
You can always, if you don't speak English, you can always write on the English in the chat. It's no problem to Google Translate, and we can exchange our mind, our skills, our knowledge. If we just passive watching, that is not productive. Please be active and be participant. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we will share this little video and we will finish for today. Oh, who will see? This is all the screenshots I make this day with IIU events. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elisa White, co-founder and accreditation director right here at International Internship University. I just had to come on here and remind you that IIU TV is live. I hope you didn't miss the launch, but if you did, you can catch the replay right here on our IIU Global, IIU USA, and all our pages. Now, go to IIU-TV/The International Internship University, and you will be tuned in to all the latest up-to-date news of everything happening right here at IIU and things happening around the globe in education, in technology, in business, and everything as far as SDGs. We are the central, the global central for the latest and greatest news that you need to stay up to date and in touch with what's happening around the globe. So I hope that you tune in soon and look forward to seeing you on some of our programs. If you are interested in advertising or you're interested in hosting a show, a talk show on our network, just reach out to our HR department and someone will be sure to connect with you. I'm Dr. Lisa White and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of IIU TV. Bye for now.
So it's time to say bye. Did our Anna Gulsa, Professor Carlos, Antonio have questions? Please, if you have questions, ask Christina now.
Yes, the Gulshan asked for a link for the last TEDx talk, and I will share my email if somebody have some question. When I will have my future skill camp that was in Croatian skill camp, I can translate in Croatian and English. It's no problem. But I need.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Gulshan.
Hi. Thank you so much for a lovely workshop. I have really never attended such a session, great sessions. There was a lot of great stuff. Even I have told Nada yesterday that I don't want to even blink my eye just for a while, because full of attention and full of concentration was totally involved in your session. And you have fully captured my attention. I have enjoyed it a lot. And I would like to request you that if you don't bother, that would you like to please share your presentation with us, or your PPT file, or it is not allowed to us for having it. And next time, if you have time and if you organize such a workshop, I would love to attend this workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I just one more time, I want to, on the end, say that workshop in Croatia start 15 hours. In Russia, with Russian team, we developed 50 hours. And because of that, that is only short view. Only for skill camp, we developed that 50 hours workshop. The students prepare for World Skills Asia. If you develop your skills and develop, put interested students or pupils with 15 years old, my student with 15 years old make third place in World Skills Asia and Russia. It's not that tough. It's easy to learn and develop, but you must learn and practice each week, not just watching. Thank you for being here, but please make something on these steps. You see all these steps. If you're watching the video, you can see everything inside. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for watching.
I would definitely work on that areas which you have told us. And for my feedback and reflections, I would definitely contact you on your email. Thank you so much once again. That was lovely workshop.
Thank you. Thank you, Gulshan. Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Nada. Thank you, organization. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for I can share with you all this beautiful, beautiful method and the tools, and be creative.
Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
all participants.
yes, and I'm really sad that this is finished, because I really enjoy in all these hours and in this workshop, listening, watching Christina, and really, really excellent. This is a woman. This is a woman.
Thank you. See you next time. Yes.
Yes. Okay, Della, what you say? Are we finishing? Huh?
Yes.
Or Della, you see that Della is also sad today.
Yes.
Where she is.
Try any more participants so that we invite the ma'am again and again.
Yes.
And